And the listening party was both a pop-up fashion event and a musical event. And in that event, we were able to onboard people into Web3, let them know about NFTs, and we also gifted 2 Leonard's NFT at the event. And then we uploaded the products on chain.
A lot of it has been talking to nonprofits about how they see the world, how they would roll out problems, and connecting it with what they care about, which is funding, quality and quantity of services, and lower operating costs. So
I've just been like seeding back my OP to like as many people as I can. So I've been donating on Giveth, and I've been trying to develop a couple of concepts for Superchain related development.
I've been using Cloud to draft these promotions. I posted a video from 2 town halls ago about the seasons and agreement in this thread.
This introductory thread that she shared before, and the introductory picture too, and shared that as well as helped promote it along with Rosmari. And then I made a significant major deliverable in the Optimism Fractal Respect game research that I've been doing for the Optimism Collective. I've been collaborating with a lot of developers to help improve the tool set here. So for example, I've been collaborating with Jacob, and he's building Superchain or DAO. And I'm doing that with Tadas and Jacob to improve our smart contract infrastructure, supporting Tadas with the ORDAO.
Our community and our learning center is built on Optimism, but we are more expansive in the Superchain eco as well. And we do have Pathways for Latam, as I mentioned, is built on Stella. So we're exploring the different opportunities within the Stella ecosystem for that as well.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Optimism Fractal Season 6. Yippee! Yeah, that's right. Will's happy. Jean's happy too. Thanks so much. I'm very pleased to be here with Will and Rosmari and Jean and Eric, and welcome to Generic joining us for the first time. Hope that everyone had a wonderful break. It's great to see you all again, hear from you, and I'm excited to play the Respect game with you. If anyone wants to say a quick hello or anything like that, then feel free. Otherwise, I have a presentation ready for an introduction to Optimism Fractal for anybody who's watching and not familiar, and also some brief updates before we get into the Respect game. And hope that everybody enjoys the show and enjoys the event.
Roll that beautiful Optimism Fractal footage.
It's been too long since I heard that. Thank you, Will. All right, thanks for the heart, Gene. Good to hear. Optimism Fractal Season 6 is here. You can check out the thread from Optimistics, inviting everyone to join us here to play our innovative on-chain social game, the Respect game, that fosters collaboration, awards public goods creators, and optimizing governance on the Superchain. Check out the thread and like and retweet if you'd like to help support Optimism Fractal. I recommend it. There's lots of details here. But first, maybe I'll go over a little bit about what Optimism Fractal is first, bringing together, as you can see, the Respect game in the middle and all the Superchain or many Superchain networks around supporting Ethereum. So encourage you to check it out. Wonderful art. Thanks for putting it together. And optimismfractal.com is a place where you can go to learn about Optimism Fractal. It's a community dedicated to fostering collaboration, awarding public goods creators, and optimizing governance on the Superchain. You're welcome to join our events, bi-weekly events that provide a perfect place to network and make friends and collaborate with talented builders on the Superchain. Everyone's welcome to join. And yeah, so each one of our events, if you're not familiar, we've done, I think, 60 or 61 of these events now. And we always play the Respect game each event, where you get to meet different people, share what you've done to help Optimism, and then collaborate to rank each other's contribution and earn Respect tokens, which can provide you all sorts of benefits as our growing reputation system expands. We also produce videos, which you may be watching right now, and everybody gets a chance to showcase their work and share what they're doing. So you can check out optimismfractal.com/videos to watch these, and feel free to share with friends. And we're also building with Respect. So several talented developers in the community are building apps to play the Respect game and make governance decisions on chain with Respect. So you can learn more about all of these at the links at optimismfractal.com and learn how you can empower your community organization with these tools and develop your on-chain career and business with Optimism Fractal. So you can learn more about the Respect token, how it's on the OP mainnet, enjoy all the harvests and all the great feedback and the benefits of Optimism Fractal that we've received so far. Very grateful for all the amazing things we've done and amazing feedback and experience over the past seasons. And we're building in public. We have open source repositories, Notion site, videos, lots of places where you can earn funding as well on Ethereum and in the Superchain, such as retro funding. So we invite you to join us as we are also pioneering the future of governance with fractal democracy. You can check out our intents page to see what our mission is and how we operate with the respect game and so forth, and how we're setting an example for all communities around the world and across the Superchain to benefit from these governance processes. So you can check out our history, where we've been developing fractal democracy for years, and how you can get involved with the council, our software, and so forth. I hear somebody's talking a little bit, so I'm just going to mute somebody here. And of course, everybody will get a chance to speak in a little bit too. And we'll play the respect game, but I'm just giving the quick overview. Welcome, JX, too. Thanks for joining. Looking forward to hearing from you. And so, yeah, we'll also host Optimism Town Hall after this, too, for anybody who can join. Optimism Fractal is founded and presented by Optimistics since October 2023. And there's educational resources supported by Eden Fractal, too, which is entering its second epoch. You can learn more at optimistics.io and edenfractal.com. And we're building the Superchain together. Superchain is an interconnected network of blockchains scaling Ethereum on the open source code base, the OP stack, fostering collaboration between many networks like OP Mainnet Base, World, Sonium Inc., Unichain, Zora, Redstone, and many more. And you can learn more about Optimism at optimism.io and ethereum.org, and join our weekly events at optimismfractal.com every other Thursday at 7 UTC. We'd love to see you, and also invite you to join your friend or to invite your friends. Check out the videos of Superchain winning and all the great stuff we've been doing over the past seasons. Really, really proud of everything we've done so far, and really excited for our next steps throughout the season. And yeah, we did publish a video of the most recent event, and there's a great tweet thread sharing it here too, so you can see tags of people and sharing what they did. So really nice stuff where you can see builders on Optimism and see what they've been up to. And you can watch all these videos on the Eden Creators YouTube channel as well, of course, as well as lots of other shows that are exciting and related to optimism and fractal governance and so forth. So Lou.Monsters Optimistics is where you can register and invite friends. We also have a new thread on the Optimism Governance Forum too, where the Optimistics posted kind of an overview of the season 6 that we're heading into, little highlights of season 5, including 60 events, the successful implementation of ORDAO last season, the democratic fund distribution research I've been doing, the presence in ETH Denver and in-person expansion, cross-community adoption with communities like Zaal Fractal, and looking ahead to season 6, all sorts of exciting things that we're up to, like a new ORDAO front end that Tadas has been building and will be releasing soon, enhanced fractalgram interface that Abraham has been building, Superchain ORDAO functionality that Jacob's been building, mobile compatibility interfaces, cross-chain Superchain collaboration, and lots of related initiatives to like Optimism Town Hall, Eden Fractal, ORDAO office hours, and so forth. So encourage you to follow along on the thread and in our Discord, and like and share. I also put a nice little personal message here saying how I'm very happy with everything we've done so far and really excited for the season. But it's up to you if you want to take some time to read that over, just giving you an overview. As I say, Tadas has been making a lot of progress on ORDAO front end, and if you check out the Discord, you can see great things that he's been building. There's 2 videos where he's been testing this, and that's really amazing. I think he's planning to deploy it by next season, or not, no, next season, next event rather. That would be a long time. And so then we also have a thread for Optimism Town Hall season 4. As always, in the past, we've done Optimism Town Hall right after Optimism Fractal. So after we play the respect game here at Optimism Fractal, then we'll have Optimism Town Hall for anybody who wants to stick around, entering its 4th season. And I think most people know how Optimism Town Hall works, but you can vote with respect tokens, and badge holders can vote and so forth. And there's a topic proposal where you can see, I put out a topic proposal where Optimism Fractal community and anybody else who wants to join can recap on what we've discussed over at break, catch up and discuss what we've been up to, as well as I have some draft proposals that we've been working on, like Optimism Fractal participant agreement and some new agendas rules that I'm thinking about, and some updates about Optimism Town Hall. So would love to hear your thoughts for that, for anybody who can stick around. And you can also check out the most recent videos as well from Optimism Town Hall and that are in optimismtownhall.com, and also or on the Optimistics Twitter account too. It shows our seasonal recap from season 5. So lots of cool things to see there. And I think this has been kind of a long intro. I also want to let people know that Eden Fractal Epoch 2 is coming, and Eden Fractal will be returning next week on Thursday at 7 UTC. So I invite everyone to join Eden Fractal. Check out the Optimistics event calendar for all the events and register for reminders. With that, let's play the respect game. I think it's time. So I think most people know here. We have a couple new people. Welcome, Carla, as well. Thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, so we're going to go into our breakout rooms, our randomized breakout groups of up to 6 people. And then we're each going to take turns to share what we did to help optimism. Feel free to, generally introduce yourself too and share what you've been up to and what you want to do with optimism, and share what you've done to help optimism over the past couple of weeks. Each person will take about 4 minutes or so to go, and we'll take turns. And then after everybody goes, we'll use the fractalgram app to reach consensus on who helped the most, who helped the second most, who helped the third most. You can check out the Respect Game article on the Optimistic site for more detail about what is the Respect Game, and feel free to ask any questions to people in your room if you're not familiar, but there's some instructions here. So yeah, basically we'll rank each other's contributions, and then if we can reach 2/3 consensus, then everybody in the room will receive respect, and people who receive higher levels will receive more respect, and then we can keep doing this each week to build an amazing community and amazing governance and so forth. So, but yeah, most people are here familiar with it. So we're back, and I'm very excited to be here back with you all. So I hope that everybody has a great event today. Feel free to record your breakout room or share your screen and share any links while you're in your breakout room. And we'll try to wrap it up by the end of the hour, or maybe 10 minutes earlier if possible, so that we can have time for like a group discussion before the town hall starts. All right. Does that sound good? And are we ready to go into the breakout rooms? I think so. I think so. I was just reading everybody's comments. Some people saying welcome, greetings. Okay. I think Rosmari is ready. Okay, she's muted, but she's ready. Okay. Hope everybody has a great time in your breakout rooms. Have fun. Good to see you, Eric.
Good to be here.
All right, cool. Long time no see.
It's been a while.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing what you've been up to, and appreciate you being here as always. And also welcome JX and Generic. I'm not sure if we met before, but if you'd like to say hello, then feel free. Or if you have any questions about how the Respect Game works or anything like that, then feel free. If you'd like to go first, then feel free to, if you want to share what you've been up to. And we can start playing the Respect Game whenever we're all ready.
Okay. Hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this is actually my first time on this call joining the Optimism Fractal. Although I got to find out about Optimism last year, and then I went through the Superchain program, and it's been amazing finding out more about Optimism, getting into everything here. So this is my first time, and I'm excited to see what the fractal game is all about and how I myself, as a creative, as a musical artist, can contribute more to the optimism ecosystem. So yes, that's why I'm here. And yeah.
All right, excellent. But by the way, am I pronouncing your name right when I say generic, or should I pronounce it differently? I see generic Gladys. Well, I suppose just feel free to let me know if you have a preference on how to pronounce your name. And then, yeah, welcome. Thanks so much for joining Optimism Fractal. And I hope that you'll enjoy our Fractal Respect game. And looking forward to hear. I think you said you're a musician, so that's very cool. I am as well. And we have lots of musicians in the community, and there's lots of amazing things that the Superchain and Optimism Collective can do and are doing to help optimism, or to help musicians rather. So I'd love to hear your music sometime, and appreciate your interest in optimism. And yeah, if you want to share anything else about what you've been up to, perhaps what you've been doing on the Superchain, what you've been learning about optimism, or what kind of music you've been creating, or maybe if you've ever minted any songs on chain or anything like that, then we'd love to hear it, and you're welcome to share more if you'd like.
Yeah, I was invited here by JX, who is also a musical artist and is here. And what I've been doing for a while now, I just dropped my EP, and although I've not minted it on chain, the fashion side of what we did during the listening party. Sorry, I'm just rambling now. So we had a listening party for my EP that just released called I Found My Sound, and the listening party was both a pop-up fashion event and a musical event. And in that event, we were able to onboard people into Web3, let them know about NFTs, and we also gifted two Leonard's NFT at the event. And yeah, currently that's just what I've been working on. And then we uploaded the products on chain. We had the Heritage collection, we had the Plain Strokes collection, and then we had the Leonard's collection. And it's been sold on slice.so currently. So that's all I've been working on so far on chain. And I'm also looking at bringing more of that into optimism. I've been on fractal games before, but I was on Zaal with Zaal. And yeah, so that's it.
Muted again. I said very cool. I'm looking forward to hearing your music and checking it out. If you have any links, then feel free to share it in the Zoom chat, and I can check it out. And also, I'll share the Discord link too. We have a channel in there where you can share your music. Actually, I just realized, I'm sorry, JX. I didn't recognize you at first because I thought I remember that we had met previously and looking in to share your projects, and so you shared your music. I remember checking it out and think it was really cool. But I just I thought you went by Jed, not JX on Zoom. So welcome back. Thanks for joining again, and thanks so much for inviting Generic. Really appreciate it. And also shout out to Zaal too for hosting the Zaal Fractal. He's doing an amazing job there, and yeah, hope you've been enjoying it there, Generic. And yeah, if you feel like if there's anything else you want to share about your music or your on-chain journey, then feel free to do so. You're welcome to speak for another minute or two if you like. Or if not, then we can pass on to the next person. And yeah, would love to learn more about your music and check it out. At some point, it'd be cool to maybe do some musical collaborations. I was able to play more music over the past couple weeks, and it's a really great thing to play music. So I'd love to hear yours as well.
Yes, I'll share links here. I don't know if you have Spotify. I'm going to share some links in here. I'm going to share the slides link also, but that's all I have to say for now. So we can pass the mic to someone else.
Okay, sounds great. Well, if you want to pick somebody to go next, you can pick JX or Eric or me. And I'm also going to share the Optimism Fractal Discord there too. There's a Show Your Projects channel there where you can share as much as you want there. Or if you want to give a little introduction in the general chat, you can do that too. So if you want to share it there, then everybody in the Optimism Fractal community will be able to see your music. So I encourage you to do so if you'd like.
Yes. So I'm going to pass the mic to Eric.
Okay. Thank you. We haven't met, so this is good. Mostly what I've been doing is I have a real world desire to make this stuff work for real people as quickly as possible in a way that can scale. So the problem that I've been exploring overall is how do nonprofits sustainably and resiliently continue to deliver and grow their operations and their services in all economic environments. And the first part of that is with people. Second part is strategy, and the third is technology and tools. So this has a place in all those: people, strategy, and technology and tools. And so with my partner, we've been working on little pieces of all those: the people part, the strategy part, and the technology and tools, and rolling them out in a way that organizations feels normal and easy and can flow. So I've spent lots of time lately with nonprofits. We started Nonprofit Connect in the community I'm in. We have about 200 nonprofits. And last night I went into another community to get a feel on there. They have about 100 nonprofits. So I was just there last night. So a lot of it has been talking to nonprofits about how they see the world, how they would roll out problems, and connecting it with what they care about, which is funding, quality and quantity of services, and lower operating costs. So that's mostly, I've been talking to that language and trying to come up with the connection on how that relates to what we're doing. With such, I am putting my toe in the water, taking what we've already developed and putting that out on the people side. And so I'm basically marketing that as the free and easy way, or at least low cost way, to recruit, engage, and retain even more volunteers and even young volunteers with almost no volunteer management overhead. So that's kind of what I've been doing. So I was all set to go before government funding messed it up. And so I had to restart. And I was gracious to go in April. I have to restart. Now we're shooting to get going in June. And a lot of that has also been app development. So I've been funding some of the stuff Abraham's doing. We've been working together. So you can thank the fact that you can now not get stalked in a loop if somebody leaves and it gets jammed up. So that's fixed. So we worked with Abraham to make sure that gets fixed. And then we'll be launching tests. And I did get final approval from the university to move ahead with my research. So that got a little glitch. So I fixed that. So we're basically ready to go collect data. So the idea is to collect data for about 8 weeks and correlate actually nonprofit motivation, volunteer motivation with this appreciation points we're getting, and publish that in a dissertation. And then the deal I've been working with Abraham is the ability to then take the next year and actually roll that out, get as many people to do it as possible, get money back, donations to go to the next step. And I've already got like several layers up of where we go with this. So I've got a full stack of going all the way up to minimizing dysfunction group decision making, a full stack into getting their mission right, and then in strategy, and and then integrating technology easily, smoothly integrating technology to get where they want in a measurable way. So putting all those pieces together.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you, Eric, for the update and all the great work that you've been doing with the break. Appreciate you working with Abraham and helping to support the development of the app. That's much appreciated. He deserves a lot of support, and he's building a super helpful app, which is helping people play the respect game or do fractal governance on Optimism. So love to hear that. And yeah, it's
I've
great to hear
also
about your future.
I've also built up. So I've helped launch a new profit that I'm focusing on running. And I've built up our volunteer team to 50 people. So they will be using this.
Okay, very interested. Well, very interesting. I'm looking forward to learning more about this. There's lots of details here which I'm curious to dive into. So maybe at some point we can talk more about it. I've been looking into nonprofits a lot lately, and I'm thinking of starting a nonprofit for fractals as well. That's something that it's still in early stages, but I was thinking maybe at some point it might be good to talk with you about it because I know you have a lot of experience with it.
I've actually grown several nonprofits that are gone national and international, still there. The first startup week we did with Startup San Diego was 60 people. Last one we did was 3,000. So I've got a meeting with them this afternoon. So that nonprofit is going. That was started 100% with volunteers. Now they have 2 paid people. I also started the Maritime Alliance, which still has Blue Tech Week, and I got one group adopted by the Secretary of the Air Force, so publicly. So I have a lot of experience in growing nonprofits that stick around.
Okay, well, sounds great. I'm looking forward to I remember hearing some of these and looking forward to learning more about them
Well,
over time.
and there's
But
conversation this involves is one of them with the new nonprofit is innovating women's health. So I'm doing an innovation in women's health pitch competition. It'll be the 3rd one this year, and I'm doing it in Boston in June. And we're
okay,
starting a podcast, and we're doing a innovation in women's health conference next year with partners I've already brought on, including She Talks, which is pretty global, impressive group of women.
okay. Well, I think this all sounds excellent. And I think maybe these
Too
will be
much.
updates for future
It's
respect games.
too much stuff. But we took a big break, so it's your fault.
No, yeah, that's true. I brought it upon myself. No, I appreciate you sharing though, but I want to make sure that we have enough time for everybody to go. And so, but I'm very much excited about all your progress and very much excited to see to talk with you more about all these and learn more about your next steps and all this deserve a lot of respect, I think. And also, Rosemary's messaging me right now, and she's saying so they had her, Will, and Carla and Jean all in her room, but apparently, um, Will and uh, Will and Carla have had, I guess, internet issues or something like that. Maybe I'll invite them over because right now there's only the 2 of them, and they can't play the respect game between the 2 of them. So maybe I'll invite them here, and then we'll just talk this out and we'll figure it out. And then after that, JX can go if he'd like, or I can go, or maybe they'll play with us too. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try moving them over here, and then we'll talk over them with them.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Hey, Rosmari.
Hey, hey.
Hey, Will.
All right, we
So
got moved rooms because two people dropped out.
yeah, so I asked Rosmari, you're not sure if they'll join back with having internet issues, or do they just have to go, or do you think we should just proceed in this room and do it all in one room, or I see Gene is back now. So and now somebody left. I think now JX isn't here.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think Carla maybe she just dropped off. Like, she tried to rejoin, but then again dropped. So maybe
Yeah, well,
internet
the thing
issue.
about her, she's in Nigeria, so she may be having some intermittent internet issues too.
Well, one of the things you missed from my report is worked with Abraham to fix that issue with the fractal consensus when somebody drops out. You can now force it. You can now force it to go anyway.
I'm
If somebody
curious.
drops out.
I'm curious to ask you about that too, because I just tested with the Rosmari beforehand, and that feature wasn't working yet. So I don't know if maybe he built that, but he hasn't pushed it to the live app, or if you've experienced it working. But
Oh
for me,
yeah,
at
I don't
least,
know. I don't know if he's put it in there, but
okay,
it was done last weekend.
okay. Okay, well, that'd be a good follow-up on. Welcome, Gene. You may notice that there's different people in your room now, and we're talking about all sorts of technical stuff. We're having a interesting first event this season. So I guess you know, but well, Carla was dropping off. She might have internet issues, and then JX was here, but now JX maybe got kicked off or had internet issues. I don't know what happened to JX. And then Rosemary mentioned that her and Will, because they were alone, they could come in here. So now we're all in one room. So. I don't know, and I know that it's a bit strange because Will has already shared his contributions, and Eric and Generic, which is a great 1-2 punch, by the way. It sounds great, Eric and Generic, but they both went, and Will went in different rooms. So I wonder if good to see you, Gene. I wonder I wonder what we should do. I don't know what to do in this situation. This is a new one. In 5 seasons, we haven't yet had this yet. Do you
Yeah.
think, Professor, do you have any suggestion on what to do? Or
I suggest maybe Will to go again and maybe for a shorter time
maybe it'd make
so that
sense.
you guys can
Or
hear.
maybe what I can do is I can share all the links that I highlighted in my presentation, and you guys can just kind of take a look at it in the chat and then review it in that fashion.
Maybe. How about this? How about we start with people who haven't gone yet at all, like Rosemary, Jean, and me, maybe, and we do it where we do it in 3 minutes each,
But
or
it's
less
just
than
me that
4.
heard. It's just me that really heard Will's contributions, and partially Jean and partially Carla, but it's mostly me. So
I
I
heard a
think
lot
it
of
is
it too. He did great.
okay.
This was some cool stuff. But I mean, I would love to hear some more though. So
Okay, well, yeah, if we want Will to go first, I was just saying that, Will has been heard by some people where you and Gene or me haven't been heard by anybody yet. So that's why I suggested maybe we start with the people who haven't gone at all, because if Carla does come back and we want to split back into that other breakout room, then maybe it makes sense to do that. If maybe, but maybe not. But I would say we each just try to do it shorter because we're only 25 minutes from the top of the hour. So if we have,
Okay.
and so right now nobody. No, like nobody's been heard by everybody in the room right now. So, but if we go 3 minutes each for 6 of us, then we can do it within 20 minutes, and then everybody can get to go again. So, does that sound good?
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, sounds good. And I'll make sure to put on a timer. Does anybody want to go first then and share what they've been up to?
I can be quick. I've just been like seeding back my OP to like as many people as I can. So I've been donating on Giveth and just kind of trying to send around some OP to more people, I guess, kind of. Because I got a few tokens from the retro round. Maybe it was the last round or the round before. I can't remember. Yeah, it was nice to be able to shoot some tokens around to some people. And I've been trying to develop a couple of concepts for Superchain related development, I guess. So more on that later, I guess. But I'm meeting with a gentleman this evening to see if we can't get something started. So nice, quick, and easy. I cede my time to whoever would like to.
Okay, sounds good. Well, Gene, that sounds great. Like I said before, I really appreciate you joining and working to help Optimism and spreading the love with the OP love, and also curious to hear what you're thinking about building too. So if you wanted to share anything else, then feel free. But otherwise, you can pick somebody to go next whenever you feel, and you can pick whoever you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. The Edge, Edge City project or whatever. And so they're not. I don't think that they're explicitly Superchain anything or OP anything, but I just that's something that I've been trying to think about. They're upstate from me, so they're in Northern California. So I'm gonna take a train up there and see if I can't put on some little like side something for the people that come to like I don't know, just politely like augment the festival. So that's what I'm thinking about. And yeah, we'll see whatever else. Thanks.
All right, very cool. Yeah, I love Edge City. I went to one of their events in Denver that they hosted last year, but Eddie Denver, and I've been following. I know they did something in Austin, I think, and doing a bunch of amazing things. So, yeah, look forward to hearing more updates about what you do or might do with them. And yep, if you want to share anything else, then feel free. Otherwise, you want to pick somebody to go next.
Sure. Eric, ready?
Maybe it'd be best just for the video purpose because Eric just spoke. Maybe it'd be
Oh,
best.
sorry. Miss Rosemary, how about are you ready, Miss Rosemary?
Of course, nothing against
Okay.
Eric, but I just figure it might be good for people to hear from others if they're watching this specific video.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I can go, and I can be quick too.
Okay.
And so I'll share my screen.
Okay.
All right. So I've been working on a few promotions for the events, and also mainly for the videos too, that were posted, which are now on the YouTube channel at Eden Creators. Make sure to subscribe. And those were, I think I posted these 3 videos from the other events hosted by the Optimistics, other than Optimism Fractal. And I worked on the titles and descriptions for those. Apart from this, I worked on promoting the videos from those events. So, for example, I drafted this the video promotion for Eden Fractal. I haven't posted it yet, but soon I'll make that. I've been using Claude to draft these promotions. I posted a video from 2 town halls ago about the seasons and agreement in this thread over here, which you can see on X as well as the other social media platforms. Similar thing with the town hall for the latest town hall video. I'm still due to share this across more social media platforms, but it's for example, the tweet is out there, and it has like a nice way to share what the highlights of the video have been. Of course, inviting people to also watch the video, but just have like a synthesized way of sharing what the discussion was about and kind of next steps. Similar thing with sharing the video from the latest Optimism Fractal. Again, a thread with highlights from the respect game, and then some snippets about each person's contribution and the timestamp from their presentation during the respect game. And also for the promotion for the Optimism Fractal from today, the start of season 6, we have 30 seconds. I drafted with the help of Dan this forum thread that is now posted on Optimism Governance discourse, and it has like a nice overview of the weekly events, kind highlights from season 5 with links, as well as looking ahead to season 6, the initiatives that are currently in development, some of them, and some related initiatives going forward, and some resources. I also, apart from this, worked on the image for today's promotion, as you may have seen already, and also worked on the image for the town hall for this season too, which I haven't posted publicly yet, but it's ready. And I also discussed with Dan some kind of strategy and discussions, and kind of meta strategy discussions and so forth. Sorry to go a bit over time. Generic, have you gone yet? Do you want to go? And nice to see you.
Also, I'm sorry to jump in, Generic. I'll also just briefly say thanks, Rosmari. And I'm also just sharing the fractalgram app link in the chat so that everybody can, if you haven't yet created an account, I think most people have probably, but if you haven't created an account in this fractalgram app, in the web app, then if you could please create it while you're listening, and then that way we can start playing the game shortly. And Generic has gone. Generic shared some music, but if you'd like to go again, Generic, and share it with Rosmari and Jean and Will, then it's your turn now.
Oh yeah, greetings everyone. So this is my first time being in the Optimism Fractal call. Thanks to JX who invited me. And I shared about my music and a little bit about my fashion that I'm currently working on. I heard someone, I think it was Jean, talk about giveth. So I actually have a project up on giveth, my fashion collection, which is heritage, preserving African culture through fashion. So I have that up on giveth, and I've known about optimism for a while after taking an optimism contributors course through the Superchain Echo team. So I'm just here to, contribute more and see how I can be able to participate even more deeper within the optimism ecosystem and contribute my skills even as a musical artist and a fashion designer and someone who is big on community within the optimism collective.
Amazing. Thank you very much for sharing, and yeah, it's good. I'm glad to meet you, and thank you for joining. I look forward to learning more. And if you have links, feel free to share in the chat.
Yes, I have links. I shared before, so I'll just share it again.
Yep, I checked out. I haven't yet had the chance to listen to it yet since we're on the call, but I checked it out, and the artwork is really cool that you have for your Spotify page. I like the one on the couch chilling out. So looking forward to listening to it. And then the Slice store. Okay, now it's working. That person didn't work, but now it's working. So it looks very interesting too. All right, thanks, Generic. If there's anything else you want to add, then feel free. Or do you want to pick? I know you've already picked Eric, so we're kind of repeating some of the process. Do you want to pick somebody to go next again? We get to play two respect games in one. Or if not, if are you unmuted? Yeah, do you want to pick somebody to go next?
Yes, I'm going to pick you. So
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. I'll go quick too, so we can hear from Will, and we can hear from Eric again as well before the end, and then probably right when we do that, Carla will join, and and JX will join. They're like, "Hey, what happened?" So okay, well, all good fun. I appreciate everybody's patience as we pioneer the early stages of the respect game often fractal. So pretty early, a year and a half in, getting a lot of the things figured out here, but making great experiences along the way, and also talking while I get my screen share set up too. Find some time. All right, here we go. I wanted to get my timer set up too, so I can put a timer on myself and not forget, and I'm doing that now. And it was wonderful hearing from everybody. Really appreciate everybody sharing their contributions and helping out Optimism, and in general doing good stuff for the world. And I'm now going to share what I did to help Optimism over the past couple of weeks. Or actually, maybe I'll share the past month or so, because we haven't been here for a while, but I'll focus more on the past couple of weeks because that's what I'll remember likely. You can learn more about me at dancingjoy.com. And that's where you can find out what I do. As a founder of several communities like Optimism Fractal and Eden Fractal and stuff like that, and working with teams like Optimistics on technical development, Eden creators, a lot of stuff I just do in the background in general a lot. And so I don't know if we'll be able to summarize most of it in this 3 minute part, but I'll try to give a highlight. Obviously hosting these events and working a lot to facilitate them and coordinate with developers and coordinate a lot with Rosmari and the marketing and developing these websites and always working to help raise funds and awareness for respect games and stuff. But that's kind of like more general. And as far as this week, so I just put out this promotion yesterday. Promotion is kind of like welcome back to the events. I put this in a bunch of different channels to invite everybody and make it special. Share what we've been up to, a little recap and stuff like that. And I also collaborate with Rosmaria on this introductory thread that she shared before and the introductory picture too, and shared that as well as help promote it along with Rosmarie. And then I made a significant major deliverable in the Optimism Fractal Respect game research that I've been doing for the Optimism Collective that was approved by the Grants Council last year. And I've done a bunch of research, several different sections here with the governance process and so forth. But specifically what I did over the break, if we scroll down, is one I updated with the video about the tripartite governance structure that we did. And then I made a detailed post about the role-based reward allocation system for democratic fund distribution through the Respect game, in which I go through how the Respect game can be used and built to build a role and reputation system that enables truly democratic fund distribution for all kinds of DAOs or organizations or communities, Optimism Collective included. So lots of details there that you can explore. Maybe we'll do a full episode about it at some point if it'd be useful. But I took a lot of time to just make this as helpful as possible. I also did a lot of planning for Eden Fractal Epoch 2 as well, which is going in. I did a lot of planning just to help strategize to make our season as successful as possible. And Optimism Town Hall. And then I also put out this governance forum thread on Optimism Governance Forum about Optimism Town Hall Season 4. I used that picture that Rosemary said, and I wrote a nice little introductory message to Optimism Town Hall Season 4 here so that we can keep people updated on both Optimism Fractal and Optimism Town Hall. And then I shared a topic proposal for what we can discuss during the Town Hall this week, which includes things we'll get into more during the Town Hall, but worked on the Optimism Fractal Participant Agreement. I've been looking a lot into legal structures over the past few weeks, and I've also made a new proposal for Optimum Town Hall agendas and how it works and stuff like that. And I've also been collaborating. I'll go like, I guess, 15 seconds over here. I've been collaborating with a lot of developers to help improve the tool set here. So, for example, I've been collaborating with Jacob, and he's building Superchain or DAO. And I'm doing that with Tadas and Jacob to improve our smart contract infrastructure, supporting Tadas with the OrDAO. Attended the past two OrDAO office hours, testing out the OrDAO front end, and working on making base batches applications on behalf of Vlad, who's building the Respect.Games app, and Tadas, who's building OrDAO front end. So that's kind of like an overview, and also working to help coordinate and help other developers in the community like Abraham get funded and build more things that are needed to bring the Respect game to a wider audience and community. My apologies for going a bit over 3 minutes. Hope everybody enjoyed. And I will now pass on to Will.
Cool. I'll be fast. I'm not going to screen share this time. I'll just talk through it. By the way, since Gene, you said you've been spreading some love on Giveth, I did put our Giveth link for the Pathways for Latam program in the chat. So if you want to give it a look and fund onboarding local citizens in Latin American communities, I'd appreciate any and all support. With that being said, basically what I said in my earlier presentation, we've been doubling down on building our community over the break. Our community and our learning center is built on optimism, but we are more expansive in the Superchain eco as well. And we do have Pathways for Latam, as I mentioned, is built on Cello. So we're exploring the different opportunities within the Cello ecosystem for that as well, now that Stella has joined the Superchain eco. Some key highlights that we've done, we onboarded our community leaders onto our platform, of which we bring citizens across Latin America, but now it's been expanded to Pathways for Global Adoption. so the global south as well, into Web3 without any financial considerations. And the bypass we've created does bypass a lot of the blockers that prevent them from getting into Web3. So whether we're talking about banking infrastructure or governmental blockers, in partnership with Citizen Wallet, we've created this bypass for that. That is referenced on our Karma Gap page of that activity. So what I can do is share the link for our Karma page, so everyone can go look at that activity that we did last week with that community. Also, we've effectuated inside of our Learning Center a way for our learners to now submit for their course completions, which is basically a proposal in Charmverse. We review it, we verify that they did learn something through completing that course. And then also, with that being said, once we review it, it distributes the token that's been assigned to that course along with an EAS. And then on the front end, we use unlocked certifications to give them in-wallet representation of that course completion. So it's really cool. We've also been experimenting a lot with Huddle 01, which is a like Zoom / StreamYard combination on-chain. They just launched their testnet as well. So they have a questing program in place for that. And a lot of our events, instead of using Lou.ma, I know you guys like to use that, but we've been using Unlock, which is an on-chain events ticketing, membership, subscriptions, and educational certificates all in one platform, all controlled by a single smart contract. So that's what I've been working on primarily. And then, of course, wrapped up and successful Let's Go Live, GG23. I was very involved in that broadcast as well. And then we have a new web series called Building a Regenerative Economy. We run that Saturdays at 10 Eastern on X, Barcaster, and Arena Social. And we'll be doing episode number 6 this weekend. So hopefully you guys can join us over there. Thank you for your time.
All right, wonderful to hear all the updates, Will. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think you shared links, but would love to look into more of these. So feel free to share any more. And yeah, outstanding. So far, the only person who hasn't gone again yet is Eric, and we only have 7 minutes and 6 minutes now until the top of the hour. So if anybody needs to go to the top of the hour, then let us know. But I suppose we'll pass it over to Eric now, and then Eric can speak at 3 minutes. And in the meantime, if everybody can please, Rosmari has created the fractalgram group in Telegram and requested for you to enter your Optimism account as a reply to this message. So far, a few people have, but 3 people haven't yet. So while Eric is speaking, I think it's Will, Generic, and Gene have not yet responded. So if you could please open up Telegram and respond to Rosemary's message with your Telegram account, then that would help us
with
form consensus. Optimism account.
Yep.
Yeah, I said it incorrectly. Thanks, Rosemary. Thanks for setting it up too. Okay, thanks, Gene. And you were just waiting on Will and Generic. Maybe get a chance if you could please do that. And Eric, the floor is now yours. And yeah, then we'll try to reach consensus like really quickly afterwards. I suppose, Eric.
Sure, I'll say it slightly differently, since people heard what we did before. A lot of what I've been doing is gearing up nonprofits to be able to take advantage of the first work we've done in that. So one is I helped start a new nonprofit called the Achilles Institute. One of the interesting conversations we're doing is innovation in women's health. As a conversation, I'm about to do my 3rd Innovation Women's Health pitch competition. This one's in Boston. I've recruited 50 volunteers so far. The other thing is we started a nonprofit connect in the community I'm in, and we've got about 200 nonprofits that are at least associated with it. And we've had some first meetings, which are really good. Another organization had one I went to last night. They have about 100 nonprofits in there. So what I've been selling, what we do is, for their point of view, is just the easy, cheap way to recruit, engage, and retain volunteers with almost no volunteer management overhead required. In order to do that, I've been working and helping fund Abraham on the app we're doing to roll out. So that should hopefully be ready to roll out really soon. This is all going to be written out. So they're going to spend 8 weeks with me in the initial, and that'll give me enough data to write it up as part of my dissertation. I did get final approval from the university after a hiccup so I have a written approval to go ahead with my research. I recruited a bunch of nonprofits ready to go, but because of federal funding, that got a glitch and I had to redo it. So I'm working on that. So I may have enough volunteers already, but we'll see. So really, and just talking to nonprofits about how they view what we do, how I can sell it, how I can get it in there, how it fits into what they're doing. And so I've talked to lots and lots and lots of nonprofits from their point of view of how to roll this thing out. So hopefully we're rolling out the actual test in June, hopefully. So there you go. That's a lot.
All right, excellent, Eric. Thank you very much. I see Rosmari clapping. Amazing to hear everybody's progress. Here comes time. Do we have somebody joining? Gotta restart. Everybody go again. We gotta do it in 20 seconds now. I'm just kidding. I think time is just here for the town hall mostly.
Time is now.
Time is now. Yeah, it's a bit ironic. Okay, and by the way, I have my Zoom timer is bugging out a little bit. I can't stop it, so I guess I should keep going down and down and down. But that's where it is. Thanks, Will, and everybody for sharing the things in the chat. I see now Rosmari has now put out a poll for who should we rank level 6. So normally we'd have some time for discussion and questions and so forth, but in the essence of time, probably best to just submit our votes and try to come to consensus pretty quickly so that if anybody does need to go, then we'll be ready to move on to the next.
Consensus is the highest level on.
Yeah, so that's right. So ranking who do you think helped Optimism the most based on their presentation that they shared now for this event. Okay, and we have 5 votes so far. We don't yet have a vote for from Rosmari. Rosmari is deep in thought.
I already responded.
Okay.
Voted.
Sorry, I didn't see it. Okay, so we have 2 votes for Will, 1 vote for Eric, 1 vote for Jean, and 2 votes for me. Would anybody like to share their rationale or change their votes to help us reach consensus?
Can I change my vote?
Yeah, if anybody does want to change their vote, then you can just right click on it. Or if you're on a phone, then you can hold down on it for like a second with your thumb. And then there's a retract vote button. Okay, and we have 3 votes for Will, 1 vote for Eric, and 2 votes for myself. Does anybody else want to share any thoughts? I could change my vote to Will to reach consensus. I think that Will is doing excellent work. It was kind of a blur, it was kind of fast, so I don't remember all of it totally, but happy to support Will.
You should have been in the first breakout room.
Yeah, I guess I would have liked to see the presentation. Hopefully, if that got recorded, I'd like to watch it.
Yes, it got recorded.
Okay. Well, oops, I just clicked the wrong thing here. Okay, well, I will switch my vote to Will, and I think we have consensus on Will then.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Will. And oh, I didn't realize I was entering people into the room, but I forgot to put them into the room too. That's my bad. That's stupid. I thought we were in just one room. So time, actually, I don't know if anybody has times like Telegram or Discord, but they can, if they do, they can let time know that they can join again. Because I admitted them, but I forgot that we were in a breakout room because we just had one room, and then they were just in the.
Maybe we can go to the main room then.
We could, but I mean, now I just know if somebody joins, like as Zaal was in there, I'm like, why is Zaal on time not here? So I already invited Zaal to join, and now I have it on my radar.
I'll see if I have time.
Okay, if you have time, that's great. Okay, and we have 5 votes so far. We're still missing a vote from somebody. Okay, and we have consensus on me. Thank you. Welcome, Zaal. Great to see you. Hope you're
GM,
doing well.
GM.
Respect
GM.
though.
Yeah, I had a freaking space, otherwise I would have joined in. We were asked to speak, so I had to move over there. But I thought I'd pop in, say hi. Looks like you guys are voting. I even saw Generic join, so that's super exciting. Generic's been cooking it up over at the Zaal Fractal. She's been submitting her asynchronous submissions when she misses it. So it's cool to see her joining in over here and hopefully networking with all of you amazing folks.
Yeah, excellent, Zal. Well, I appreciate you making time to join us and sharing a little update. And yeah, Generic said that she'd participate in the Zao Fractal, and JX invited her, so really appreciate it. Yeah, and really love she shared some of the music, so I'm looking forward to learning more about it and some of the on-chain stuff she's been up to. By the way, we're on ranking for level 4, so you can now submit your vote for who do you think helped the third most based on the contributions. And I think most people voted. We're just missing a vote from one person, Gene. Okay, and we have 3 votes for Eric, 1 vote for Generic, and 2 votes for Rosmari. Would any of you like to? Yeah, it sounds cool, right? Eric, Generic, and Rosmari. Maybe you should form a band. Uh, does anybody want to advocate either way or change their votes either way?
I'm going to advocate for Eric on this one because working with nonprofits is not easy work. It is hard work if you've never done it before. So that's why I voted for Eric.
I voted for Eric because he's trying to help Abraham and to work on the app on the fractalgram. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. Looks like Eric has level 4 consensus now, and now we can move on to level 3. All right, and we now have 2 votes for Generic, 1 vote for Gene, and 3 votes for Rosemarie. Would anybody like to advocate either way or change their votes? I could.
We just got consensus. I
Okay.
think.
Okay. We got consensus for Rosemarie for level 3. And now for level 2. And it looks like we have consensus for Generic for level 2. And that means Gene gets level 1. And of course, we all get respect. Thank you everybody for playing the respect game. Hope you all enjoyed it. And much respect to everybody. Yeah, that was very nice. Really appreciate it as Generic sharing the music and looking forward to seeing it. And Gene, really appreciate all you've been up to as well. I'm really looking forward to hearing the next updates. Does anybody have any other thoughts about the respect game that you want to share, or any other thoughts in general before we head into the afternoon town hall? Afternoon town hall will also be kind of like open discussion as well. I have a couple draft proposals I briefly mentioned before, but we can also just have an open discussion about, optimism and a little bit about life and respect games and so forth like that. But if anyone wants to share any thoughts on the respect game or any reflections or like that, then feel free. We can push back to the official start of the Optimum Town Hall shortly. Generic, I don't know if you'd like to share any feedback on your first Optimum Factor respect game. Then, if you would, if you had a nice time or anything you'd like to see different next time or anything that we can do to help, then feel free. We'd love to hear from you. And there's one other thing I was gonna say. Oh yeah, please everybody submit on chain if you're able to. Using that app. Rosemary just shared the game prompt and it says results can be submitted here. And if you click there, then it will bring you to the website of.frapsa.xyz and you can log in with your wallet there, and then you should be able to easily just log in and hit submit transaction, and then it'll go on chain. So if you're able to, that would be great because it helps us make sure the consensus is on chain. But if it's difficult for you because you're on mobile or something like that, then it's okay because with the new order software, we only need a certain amount of votes on chain anyway. But we always appreciate when people can put on there in case we don't get enough votes or something like that. So yeah, encourage you to vote up there. And yeah, hope everybody had a great time. Does anybody want to share any thoughts reflecting on in the respect game or anything else in your mind before we go to town hall?
I mean, I
Break
know
was
we're
too
not a
long.
number.
Okay, well, somebody can go. I think it was Eric and Zaal spoke at the same time.
No, I spoke
Oh, well, okay.
and then Zaal chimed in, but I was going to say the break was too long. That's my feedback.
Okay. Uh,
I just kind of agree, but I get that you kind of need some weeks in between. So it's like, it's dang, it's too bad that we all didn't all meet up.
okay, well, thanks for the feedback, and yeah, sorry for taking so much time off and not providing the space. I appreciate that, and it warms my heart that y'all want to join and be here with us, and so yeah, I really appreciate that. And in the future, we're open to doing it. However, we're thinking that with these 6 month seasons, having that month off in between is like it's helpful. I know for me at least, it was like it's a lot of work putting together the events and everything like that, and also coordinating stuff in the background. So it was nice to have some time off. But I miss you all too a lot though, and really appreciate. I know Will and Zaw, you both host events, so um, yeah. Hopefully in the future we'll find the right cadence so that the community can still get together and everything like that, and everybody can also have time for relaxation and rest when they need it as well. Appreciate the feedback. And if you want to share any other feedback there, Will or Zaal, then feel free. I don't know if you were both planning to say the same thing when you both spoke, or were you planning to say anything different, or wanted to add on that?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I know we're not a number go up community, but the number has gone up significantly since we last.
Oh, number in general, you mean? Like number of
Like
like
terms of
of the
ETH
market?
price.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's positive for the environment, right? Like, I mean, all of us don't give a shit, but like, there's that 99% of other people that are out there that sentiment is everything. So I'm just excited for positive sentiment kind of coming back towards Ethereum.
Yeah, me too, absolutely. I love number go up. I think it's a great thing. And it's helpful, it's important because optimism is better, is like it's stronger when Ethereum is stronger. It helps secure the network, and when more people are investing their time and energy and money into ETH and other assets like crypto assets, then that helps fund builders. Like there's more funding for public goods, and there's more funding for building the future of the internet. So, and then plus if you hold some of the asset, then you get it to go up in your pocket too. So that's not bad as well. I see generic giving a thumbs up. Generic likes number go up too, it seems like. And Zal does too, clapping. Number go up. All right. Does anybody else have any other thoughts you want to share? Feel free if you do, or
To the
if
moon.
to the moon. That's right. That's where we're going. I think I don't know. There's not financial advice or anything like that, and I could be wrong, but I have a suspicion that number is going to go up more and like a lot more in the coming like I don't know. Maybe it will go way down like in the coming months, but like I think long term number is going to go up for the whole on-chain ecosystem. I think it's going to go up quite a bit. And all sorts of numbers too. The price, the amount of people who enjoy it, the amount of joy people have, if you can somehow quantify that on chain, all these numbers I think will be going up with thanks to all the people who are doing amazing work on Optimism. And not just Optimism, but also, Ethereum in the wider space and the world in general. Okay. I think maybe we're ready to go town hall. What do you say? Okay, sounds good. Maybe we should end the Optimism Fractal, and like we're still gonna stay in the same Zoom room, but maybe like to give it a fitting ending for the first Optimism Fractal of season 6, we'll all end it with a 3, 2, 1 go Optimism Fractal, and then we'll officially go into the town hall. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay, ready? Good to see you, Will. Thanks for joining us for the special moment. 3, 2, 1. Go
Go
Optimism
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 Fractal!
Fractal.
Thanks all so much. Good to see you, Generic, too. Thanks for turning the camera on. And thanks, everybody, so much for a wonderful first event at Optimism Fractal. And hope you all join the town hall. And looking forward to seeing you at the upcoming events, Eden Fractal next week, and Optimism Fractal coming back in 2 weeks on Thursday. Something you need to see. Hope to see you there and your friends there. Thanks.